We are back here in Costa Mesa, California at the hangar for the first round of the Grand Prix.
IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix, no gi. Representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu, Kaynan Duarte.
Kaynan Duarte of Atos Jiu-Jitsu ready to kick off this Absolute No Gi Grand Prix. Kaynan won the Absolute Grand Prix in the gi back in late 2022. Looking to be the first Absolute Gi and No Gi champion here under the IBJJF banner. Kaynan, 26 years of age, has won the No Gi Worlds, the No Gi Pans, the World Championships, the European Championships.
And representing Detroit Jiu-Jitsu Syndicate, Haisam, Rida.
And it's Haisam Rida who's going to be Kaynan's first opponent. American national champion without the gi. Has some amazing and really creative submission attacks. Dangerous opponent for anyone in the black belt division. Haisam recently training out of B team in Austin, Texas. He's made some changes in his training. And now he's ready for one of the biggest challenges of his career.
Yeah, Haisam, the relocation to B team to train with all of those incredible competitors down there has been great for his career. Now he's got an incredible test ahead of him in Kaynan Duarte.
Kaynan starts the match, pulling guard.
Kaynan making an audible fake noise to Haisam Rida just now. You can see Kaynan had a little bit of a smile on his face.
Kaynan with that 2-on-1 grip. Trying to make a connection to Haisam.
Haisam has been a part of some of the biggest highlight reel moments in no-gi grappling.
2 points for Kaynan Duarte. Open up the score.
Haisam, I would say, known for like these big athletic movements, very technical, very dangerous competitor. But Kaynan is very hard to score on. He's very hard to really find an opening on. And so we're going to see what tricks Haisam has up his sleeve.
Jake, I'd love to get your take on this, but in my opinion, I feel like when Kaynan's on top, he does such a great job of shutting down his opponent's guard game, regardless of the style of guard they play. Just so good at his positioning, his base, and staying safe while he sets up his guard passes.
Absolutely, yeah, and you can see that in the way that he grapples. He has an amazing win-loss ratio across competition. He's just very safe. He doesn't extend himself too far. And, I mean, you can even see it right here. Just keeping that right hand grip on the hip.
Really close on this knee cut now. Just has to get his right foot free. Haisam doing a good job recovering, gets that left leg over the top, creates some distance.
We need to keep an eye out for Kaynan to use, in this case now, his left hand. He might employ a different style of passing now, but he might use his left hand on the hip, the right hip of Haisam Rida. That's going to make it difficult for Haisam to use that right leg to defend. He just did that sequence earlier. You see it right there. You see this hip? Haisam is forced to throw that leg over the top. And this goes into what I was talking about earlier, Danny. I mean, Kaynan, it's no secret that he is an incredibly physically imposing competitor, but he's very patient and measured in his approach. He understands he has a lot of time to work. These matches at black belt, 10 minutes long.
Kaynan started the match with a sweep. Up 2 points right now against Haisam Rida. This is the first match of the Absolute No-Gi GP bracket. Kaynan, as we mentioned, won the Absolute GP in the gi back in late 2022.
Big underhook attempt. Quickly responded to by Haisam.
Kaynan steps over the leg again. His closest passes so far have been from knee cuts, Jake.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Haisam's ability. Oh, so far. Up until that point, Haisam had done a great job of keeping that knee shield in. Kaynan found a way around it.
And that's going to be 3 points. Kaynan now up 5-0. Scores with the knee cut pass.
Haisam was doing a great job of keeping his hips in a position where he could bring his leg over the top and respond to the different passing attempts of Kaynan Duarte, but Kaynan just found that very quick. Knee cut position. Kaynan now looking to get some points with his knee on belly. Something you don't see a lot in no-gi. People going for the knee on belly points.
Haisam able to recover his guard, but Kaynan up 7-0.
That frame on the neck by Kaynan Duarte.
Trying to drive his right knee to the floor. Now back into a knee cut style position, gets his elbow in front of the leg. Good job by Haisam creating some space.
Kaynan taking big, deep breaths. Just floating over the top of the guard here. But not putting pressure in.
We are halfway through this opening round match in the Absolute No-Gi Grand Prix. Kaynan representing Atos, up 7 points over Haisam Rida. Kaynan stapling that leg to the mat, using both his right knee and his right arm. Difficult position for Haisam Rida.
It looks like Haisam is trying to look for an opportunity, or rather create one, to get under the leg. It's very difficult. Kaynan doing a good job controlling the ankles.
Kaynan back into that knee cut. This one looks close.
Oh, right into the mount.
Beautiful transition from Kaynan Duarte. Knee cut right into the mount. He's got 4 minutes to work now in this really dominant position. It looks like he's trying to walk that right elbow up of Haisam Rida. Walking the arm up. We'll see if he tries to go for the head and arm or Katagatami finish. 14-point lead for Kaynan Duarte, Jake.
That knee cut directly into the mount. So he could have tried to secure from the side control, but just a quick reaction time. Mount, a bit of a unique position compared to the rest of dominant positions. You cannot get called for stalling from mount in the IBJJF rule set. So Kaynan has all the patience, all the time in the world from this spot.
Doing a great job keeping that right arm isolated. Keeping that elbow above Haisam's shoulder, making it really uncomfortable. Kaynan's got a really good head and arm choke, a great arm bar from here. Right now, it looks like he's just trying to wear Haisam out with this pressure. Trying to get his head on the opposite side of that arm to lock up the choke. Two minutes and 30 seconds left. Kaynan Duarte up 14-0 over Haisam Rida. Trying to get the finish now. He's got his head on the opposite side of the arm.
This really could be trouble.
Gets the submission. Kaynan Duarte of Atos gets a submission victory over Haisam Rida in the first round of this IBJJF Absolute No-Gi Grand Prix.
Just an impressive performance by Kaynan Duarte. Doesn't get much more dominant than that, Danny.
Advancing to the semifinals, Kaynan Duarte, representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu.
Kaynan advances to the semis. He'll take on the winner of Dante Leon and Elder Cruz, who are on the same side of the bracket. Like you said, Jay, Kaynan dominant from start to finish. Yes. Swept early in the match, got to the top position, and once he was in the top, that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, he took his time. He was very patient. Haisam was doing a great job of responding to the different guard pass attempts of Kaynan, but eventually ended up a knee cut right into mount, scooped the head and arm, and here we see a little bit more of his handiwork. That was the initial pass by Kaynan Duarte. Got points there and in the knee on belly, and then gave up the position, was okay with just going for another guard pass, and then right here you see the powerful squeeze from the mount and the katagatame. Submission victory, punches his ticket to the semifinals. We're gonna go to a quick break, and then we are back for another quarterfinal matchup here soon.